Hey guys, how you going? My name is Dom and today I want to talk about the call method in JavaScript. So the call method basically allows you to call a function and then pass in a specific value for the this keyword. Alright, so it's useful for adding extra functionality to an object without actually adding a new method to the object itself. So let's see how this thing works with an example. I'm going to define a new function up here which will just print the first and last name of a full name. So let's say, okay, function, we're going to call this function print name. It'll take in two arguments, the first one being the first name and the second one being, of course, the last name. Okay. Now inside the function body, I'm going to simply just say console.log, and then we're going to log out the first and last name separated by a space. So we'll say, okay, we'll log out the first name, a space, and then the last name. Okay. Now we're also going to just console.log the this keyword, because with the call function, with the call method, we're able to actually change the value of this keyword. Okay. So with this function all set up, we can now call it using the call method, which is actually part of the function itself. Okay, so down here, let's type this out. We're going to say print name, alright, and then call the .call method. This method takes in a few arguments, the first one being the value for the this keyword. So, as an example, I'm going to put an object inside here, okay, and give it a few properties. Let's just say it's a phone. So we'll have a model property. This would be a Samsung Galaxy S9, for example. All right, and also the phone color. In this case, it'll be black. Okay. So now we are passing an object into this call method, and this object right here will be used as the this keyword in the actual function. Okay. Now, to actually pass in these two arguments, we can do so by comma separating them. So we're going to say call the object and then a comma, and then we'll put in the first name, for example, Dominic. All right, a comma and then the last name, so Smith, for example. So Dominic Smith, we're going to print it out to the console. All right. If I save this and then refresh the browser, we get Dominic Smith and then this object right there, which we created inside here. Okay, so the call method is essentially calling the function just like normal. However, we are also able to add or specify the object which will be represented or retrieved by the this keyword. Okay, it's actually quite similar to using the bind method and then calling it later on. For example, let's say instead of the call method, I want to use the bind method. Okay, let's just comment all this out and create a new method down here. We'll call this one print name. Let's just say version 2. All right, equal to, and then print name. Gonna call the bind method. This bind method takes in the this argument. Okay, it'll be the same thing as this object right here. We'll just copy and paste that inside there and get rid of those two comments. All right, and also pass in those two arguments, Dominic and then Smith. Okay. So now we can actually call this print name v2 and see how it goes. Save this one, refresh the browser, and what do we get? We get the same result. So essentially, the call method is going to do these two things in one go. Alright? And that's how you can use the call method in JavaScript. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.